So here we have a pair of New Balance 991v2s. I picked them up on sale, which was like 25% off, but however, it wasn't in the right size, and for some reason this particular model, even though I went I suppose a full size up to what I normally wear, the Turbulence version that I bought seemed to be okay. This one feels a lot more looser. I'm not sure why, but it feels sort of have quite a lot of room in the toe box area, which is more than an inch worth. So for that reason, I won't be keeping them, but I do like the look of them. And it's the 991v2 is a iterative model that's I suppose a new silhouette, and also just a more of an update rather than a revision from the V1. And it's one of those ones that came out in 2023. And I think nowadays this is more of a lifestyle trainer. It says on the insole running, and obviously online it says running, but it's more sort of casual running. I personally wouldn't run in a pair of 220-pound kicks, but each to their own, I guess. And I like the fact that this one is made in the UK, so I'm not sure how much of it's made in the UK, but it's certainly probably at least assembled, but I'm sure the materials are sourced from elsewhere, for example. So with the details, I like the colourway, which is a Nimbus Cloud, cool grey and silver, and it's a really cool colourway in my opinion, and quite sort of neutral on foot. And these have in the midsole Fuelcell, and you can sort of see that here. It's one of those ones where it works really well in this particular model, and it's kind of gives you more of a sort of lift off from your heel to toe. And also it has an Encap dual density midsole, so the actual midsole tech itself is this Encap technology that they use, and it's more for sort of shock absorption and rigidity. And it also has these Absorb SBS pods, which are sort of located on the heel area and also on the forefoot. And it's kind of like, I suppose, more of a gel-like structure, slightly sort of on the firmer side, but that gives you, again, sort of impact protection and stability on foot. So it's one of those ones, as you're walking along, it gives you that sort of impact and cushioning as well. And this also has a Ndurance outsole, so you can see here it's got sort of Endurance written on there, which is supposed to sort of last a lot longer than usual. And it's made up of all sort of suede and mesh upper, so the suede material feels really nice and sort of quite sort of brushy and soft, which is typically New Balance. And the price on these is £220. So with the comfort and sizing, these are on the medium side in my opinion, and it's not like they feel like any, you know, they don't feel too bad on foot, and they feel quite nice actually, and quite sort of soft and comforting. I wouldn't call them sort of, you know, firm, and I obviously wouldn't call them sort of super soft. They're not a super soft trainer, but if you're looking for something that's more sort of neutral and you know, sort of will keep you, I suppose, comfortable for the entire day, then this is, you know, one to sort of choose from. This or the 990v6. And these have good neutral support around the arch as well. It's obviously made as a runner, but obviously as a lifestyle sneaker as well. You can sort of see in there it's got nice sort of arch support. It's the insole itself, but also the trainer has, you know, kind of that sort of curvature going on. It feels nice on foot. And I would say there's no wearing time with these. It's kind of good to go out of the box. And reason being is the upper just feels really, really soft and, you know, sort of nice, you know, for your foot, and it just sort of hugs your foot very well. And even with these sort of points here, there's no sort of forefoot tension in my opinion. What I will say is they do run a little narrow, as you can sort of see with the toe box. It's got a different shape to, say, like a 990 V6 or any of the 990 models, apart from, say, the V2s. And I think true to size works on these, and I, you know, because I bought these on sale, I went a full size up. Because of the narrow toe box, I tend to go up half size, but with this one I went up a full size because it was on sale and they didn't have my size. But this one just feels a bit too big for me. So this also has really good traction in my opinion. So you can sort of see here the traction pattern is really nice and kind of gives you sort of almost sort of square vibes going on, but it also works well in terms of on foot, and it feels really sort of grippy, and also you sit quite sort of low to the ground. So with the look and style, I like the colourway. It's one of those ones that's got nice sort of neutral colourway, and you know, you can't go wrong with a pair of these, and it kind of matches with everything being this sort of grey and almost going on towards lighter white grey colour for the rest of the panels, the suede panels. And I think this one, I think you can sort of wear it pretty much sort of all seasons. It's one of those trainers where even though it's sort of meshy and airy, because it has predominantly leather, it keeps you quite warm, and also the inside as well is nice, it's soft as well, so, and quite sort of insulated in my opinion. And these ones are definitely, you know, casual and smart casual. So, you know, with New Balance in general, I think a lot of their trainers, you can't really go wrong with wearing them, you know, with sort of chinos and trousers and that kind of stuff. I think they work, and with jumpers, so you can sort of dress them up on the smart casual end. And the laces that come with it, they come with these sort of slightly grey laces, but you also get a pair of the white ones in the box, which is here. So it's nice, and they feel of like quite sort of nice quality as well. So with the final thoughts, I like the fact that they feel really premium. So like I said earlier, it's this sort of suede, brushy suede. It just feels really nice. The inner lining on here is very sort of super soft and just makes your foot feel really comfortable, and that you're not fighting against the trainer in any way. And the insole feels really nice, and the midsole itself feels really nice as well. And they're pretty lightweight, considering I think you know, they're quite sort of a chunky shoe, but I feel they're quite sort of lightweight, especially when you have them on the foot. And it's mainly probably to do with the Fuelcell as well, because it gives you that sort of lift off. And the fact that they're comfortable, I think this is one of the most comfortable trainers that I put on feet, more in a sort of neutral way, and not in a like a super soft plush way. And this and the V6 are kind of, you know, the trainers that I think are to beat at the moment. And they also have, like I said, just really great quality materials in general. So there is a few marks here and there, but it's nothing too bad. And usually, like I say, for New Balance, they do a good job with that kind of stuff. In terms of cons, the cost at £220 is asking probably a bit too much. I think at £180 they would be better priced in my opinion. I think at £220 they're asking a bit too much, especially as a runner shoe. And you also heel sit slightly elevated. You don't notice it too much. It's not as bad as like an Air Max one, for example, but it does sit slightly further up, but it won't cause you too many issues. And in fact, you know, when you're sort of walking with the Fuelcell, you do get that kind of sort of nice sort of lift off anyway. So, and it sort of helps you with the walking. But I think, you know, maybe compared to say the V6, you might experience a bit of issue after a while on your forefoot. And you might get a little bit of pinky toe pressure, and that's mainly due to this area here, you know, because it's a sort of more of a sleeker silhouette, thinner silhouette towards the toe box. You might find that you might have a bit of issue here, but I feel with the way the materials are, I think that will sort of soften and go over time. So with the ratings, I give the look and style for this a 4 out of 5. I actually think it's a nice looking sneaker, but I don't think this is as nice as the Turbulence colourway. However, if you're looking for something neutral, then this is obviously the go-to. The comfort, I'm going to give it a 5. I think, like I say, this and the 990 V6, if you just want sort of neutral comfort on foot, and all-day comfort, this is the one to get. And the quality, I give that a 5 as well. So for the price that you pay, you expect really good quality, and I suppose New Balance don't disappoint on that front. And the pricing, I'll give that a 3. It's just priced too high in my opinion. I think they need to lower the price on these. And that's why overall, this particular pair, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I actually think the colourway is nice. However, comparing it to see the Turbulence blue pair that I have, I think that pair is nicer. Obviously, this is a more wearable colourway, just being kind of almost all white grey versus the blue. But I think the other pair just sort of has that extra bit of spark to it, in my opinion.